Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Let's get up to the Jets' home opener in their 50th anniversary season of winning Super Bowl III. On the call, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And fights him off. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. D. Ford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll look to throw here. Now he's flushed, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hodges. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on second down.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And McDonald here over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be the one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They'll set up a throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. He'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Now, these guys hardly... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Back to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go!
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. back to throw. And an alley to run. He finds an opening past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Keeps himself upright. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
you